Thank you, Mary Jo. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to see you all here today. I thank God that the waterworks are holding off for a little while yet. I'm afraid we're going to grow gills if this keeps up. Well, I was at Kathy Blanchard's memorial service yesterday, and it was quite beautiful. The stories about her were lovely. And one thing you got from all of this is while she was a shy person, she was also a really good giver. She sent cards to many people for many reasons, on many different occasions. In fact, one of her friends received a final card from her shortly after hearing the word that she had passed. So she was giving right until the end. Some people like it. And some people have a different talent. Our daughter Madeline has this talent. She is a fantastic receiver of gifts. Very few people are as enthusiastic as she is. She is surprised when she gets it. She's delighted. She laughs. She inspects everything carefully, and she gives a heartfelt thank you to the people who have given the gift if they're in the room. She's just great at being enthusiastic receiver of a gift. And we have all been offered a gift. We are offered a gift. And we ought to have the same reaction to this gift regularly. We should allow our spirits to be lifted with joy by this extraordinary gift that we're being offered. Let me set the scene for this gift a little bit. The day before was a very busy day for Jesus and his disciples. They were along the Sea of Galilee. And all these people had followed him because they had seen and heard about his amazing healings of people. And they were drawn to him. They wanted to hear and see more of this Jesus. And Jesus took them up on a mountainside because this is a great place to give people information, educate them on the mountainside, overlooking the sea. I mean, what could be more wonderful? And he sat down and he was going to tell them all about it. His disciples sat down, the people sat down, and he taught, and then he looked out and he realized that these people were getting hungry. They needed to be fed. And there wasn't any place you could go around here to feed 5,000 people. That was just the men. They only counted the men back in that day, but they also had women and children with them. And we know that in part because of what happens next. The disciples are all freaked out. We can't do that. There's no place we could go. Should we just send them off into the villages? No, we're going to feed them. And Jesus looks out and he sees a kid. He sees a kid out there with the first century Happy Meal. A bag with 5 barley loaves and 2 fish in it. And this reminded me, as I read this, it never occurred to me before, but this reminded me of my mother. Because my mother, God rest her soul, always made sure that you had enough for the situation you were going into and whatever else might come. So I can see the mom say, you know, this is probably a little kid, only needs 8 fish, 8 loaves of bread, but well, he might be out there all day. He might be out there into the evening. He might meet a friend. So 5 loaves of bread, 2 fish. It was like my mom helping me pack for a Boy Scout camping trip. Now, by the time I got into college, my legs were rocks. I had serious muscles because she always packed for every eventuality on that trip. I had the heaviest backpack of any kid out there on the trail. I can assure you of that, but I was prepared for anything. And I have a feeling that's what happened with this kid. And the miracle occurs. Over 5,000 people are fed with the Happy Meal. And then the disciples are sent out to pick up the leftovers, and they do, and there's enough for everybody. All the disciples get a basket of leftovers. And that was on the day. And in the evening, he says, all right, disciples, take your leftovers and get into a boat, and you head off to cross the sea to Capernaum. That's where I want you to be. And they go. And Jesus stays behind up on the mountain. He needs to have a little time to himself. He needs a chance to speak with God, to get himself right again before he moves on. And the storm comes in the night, and the disciples can't make it to Capernaum. They're out there in the middle of the sea, and the water is really high, and they can't make any forward progress at all. And so Jesus understands this, and he just goes walking out over the sea, up and down the waves, and he gets out to them, and they get to Capernaum. And the next morning, the people look around, and they see the disciples are gone, and they see one boat is missing. You can tell it's a tight community when they can tell one boat is missing. And they added up, and they realized that Jesus hadn't been in the boat, but he'd somehow gotten up there. They really wanted to know what's going on, so they get in all the rest of the boats, and they go over to Capernaum. And they come to Jesus again, and Jesus calls them out on this. He says, I know why you're here. You're here because I fed you yesterday. You're here because I gave you full bellies, and you want some more of that. So, let me make you an offer. I'm going to give you a gift. I'm going to give you food that will not dwindle away. You know when you go out to a good restaurant, you eat your fill, and you feel like I'll never eat again? You know, that feeling? And then you get up the next morning, and your stomach says, oh, yes, you will. I mean coffee. I want my breakfast. Because you always get hungry again. Well, Jesus says to this crowd, and this crowd represents all of humanity. And Jesus says, look, you're looking for the wrong thing from me. You have a hunger that bread and fish is not going to fill. You have an empty place inside you, but I can fill it. And I can fill it with this gift that I have for you. I will give you the bread of life. And that is a robust faith. It will be with you every day. You can count on it. And why did he use the imagery of bread? Well, because in the first century, bread was the basic element you had to have for a meal. A meal was not complete if you did not include bread. Hence, that kid's lunch had barley loaf bread in it and a couple of fish. But bread was basic. Bread was essential to life. Bread was a building block. Now, I've spoken to some friends from Africa who would say the same thing about rice. From some regions, if you don't have good rice, you just don't have a meal. So, it's elemental. It sustains life, and this is spiritual life. It's going to be sustained with this basic spiritual sustenance that comes from Jesus Christ himself. So the crowd asks, how do we get it? I want that bread always, for the rest of my life. How do we get this bread? He says, well, it's easy and it's complicated. All at the same time, he says, you believe in me. You believe in Jesus Christ and the Son. And that's how you get it. And the crowd generally is open to this idea. Sounds like a pretty good deal. They've witnessed Jesus' miracles. They've seen that in their eyes he's a prophet. So they have taken the first small step in that faith life he wants them to have. But still, sometimes people being people, and us living through hard lives and running into some people that we call snake oil salesmen now, I don't know what they called them in the first century, but we're afraid that some deals are just too good to be true. We're afraid we might get sold the bridge. I don't know, again, what the first century equivalent of the Brooklyn Bridge was, but I'm sure there was one. So, in an abundance of caution, the people asked for a sign. Can you do a work for us, you know, like Moses and the manna thing? Can you do that for us, Jesus? Never mind what Jesus did yesterday and the day before. And Jesus counters that. He says, look, that manna came from God. The bread I'm going to give you also comes from God. And that manna back then fed them for a day and was gone, and they too are now gone. But what I give you comes from heaven and will be life in this world for you and eternal life as well. And it comes through me. Jesus says, besides, you've seen the signs. Didn't do any good. You didn't believe because of that. This is a matter of faith. This is why it's easy and complicated all at the same time. You have to believe. You have to believe that I am who I say I am. And then you have the bread of life. You can accept my gift. And for those of you who are afraid that you don't stack up, people get that way sometimes. They don't feel that they measure up, that they're worthy of a thing. He says, I want to assure you, I want to promise you, I'm not turning anyone away. All right? I want you to imagine that. I don't care what your background is, says Jesus. I don't care about your shortcomings. I don't care about your flaws. You come to me, and I will give you this gift. You come to me in faith. And I won't lose a single one of you. If you come to me and you accept my gift, I will keep you. And on the last day, I will raise you up. This is something to cling to. This claim, this powerful gift on the bad days. When you get bad news, when life doesn't go as you think it should, and you're shaken to your core, and you're physically, literally or figuratively, hang on to this. Hang on to Jesus' gift. Jesus loses none. Hang on to those things. The gift is there for the taking. It's open to all. You only have to come with your appetite, with that hole in you that you were born with. It needs to be filled by faith, and Jesus will eagerly do the rest for you. You'll receive a full life with that faith. You will see the world with new eyes. You will hear things with new ears. You will have a new heart. And you will recognize the love that God pours down on you each and every day that you might not notice, but is always there, always available to you. And you can spend a beautiful life reflecting that love out to other people all around you. That's useful work of a lifetime in and of itself. It's a beautiful gift. Now, when we were out on the National Night Out on Tuesday, which was a terrific experience, I want to thank all the volunteers, and I also want to thank an almost volunteer, Mary Jo. She couldn't make it because of family conflicts, perfectly understandable. But we had a good time, and we gave away cold water. We had a cooler right in front of us. We had ice in it. We had the water in there. And people really enjoyed that. We had candy to give away for everybody who wanted candy. And we had the opportunity to make large bubbles, which was really attractive to a lot of people. And we were basically extending hospitality. We were showing people that Lansdowne Baptist Church's congregation is a hospitable bunch. And of course, hospitality in the Bible is considered central. And all of this is ways of expressing to others that beautiful gift that we have received. But not all people can accept gifts that are given to them, sadly enough. Some have self-esteem issues. Others are so focused on helping others that they forget that they also need to receive help from time to time. That's big in this society. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Right? Sometimes we all need help. And there's others who can't receive it because they've had a really rough life and they've been told you don't accept anything from others. You just don't do that. You have to wonder if there's strings attached. And those people are left sadly detached from the care that they could have from people around them. When my son was going to high school, he asked for 2 sandwiches in his lunch. Growing boy. Really growing kid. And I said, all right, but if you see anybody that doesn't have something to eat, you offer one of those sandwiches to them. You won't starve with just 1 sandwich. He said, Dad, it won't work. I said, why not? He said, because anybody I offer it to asks the same question. What'd you do to it? What's wrong with it? That's the society we live in. Those kids were trained to think that if you offered them a gift, you did it because you messed with them. There's something wrong with them. So, here we have some people who come forward, they've got all these issues. It's like the Israelites out on the Exodus who are complaining to Moses. God had freed them from slavery and the Pharaoh and the army. But now there's not enough water, there's not enough bread, or it's not the right kind of bread. There's complaining going on. And it's very much like the leaders of Israel who come out and they see Jesus and they hear about this gift and they complain about it. They pick at it. They try to pick this thing apart. They said, "Now, you can't be this bread forever. We know who you are." Never mind the feeding and the healing and the walking on water. They couldn't believe it. You see, they knew a little bit. And there's a problem with knowing a little bit. Sometimes you know a little, and you get a certainty bubble that grows around you from that little bit you know. You think you've got it all. And nothing can get in that bubble. Very hard. And of course, there's a real irony. The more you learn, the less certain you become. It's interesting how that dynamic plays out. But these people were living in a certainty bubble. They thought they knew who Jesus was. They were not willing to step outside of it, and so they weren't willing to accept the gift that Jesus offered. And they gave some complaints. They thought they knew who Jesus was. They said, "Come on, you're that ordinary blue-collar kid from that nowhere town up the road. We know you. We know who your parents are. You're the carpenter's kid." That's about as low on the business strata as you could get. Carpenters. We know you. Logic tells us you can't possibly give us anything worthwhile. Their little certainty bubbles got a little stronger. The leaders were stubbornly taking what Jesus said literally, and they were offended by that. Said, "We're supposed to eat you? What? What do you think we are?" Jesus' response is really interesting, though, because Jesus' response tells you something about telling people about Jesus yourself. He said, you don't argue with him. Jesus said, "Stop your belly aching. You know, I'm not going to argue with you, because I'm not going to be able to penetrate that bubble. As powerful as I am, I can't do that. So I'm not going to waste time trying. So don't argue with those who present their certainty bubbles to you, because there's no logic, no historical evidence, no miracle that is going to change their minds." So Jesus says, God could draw you out of that bubble. And I'll expect God to do it. I'm not going to concern myself with it. Only the actions of God will pop in. Only the actions of God will open your hearts to faith and to the gift that I'm offering. Only through God will you see Jesus' divine side. Not just the human Jesus, but the divine Jesus. That he's more than merely a human. On the National Night Out, we had flyers and activity books, and as kids came up to blow the bubbles, their parents would come with them, or their grandparents, and we would offer them flyers, and we would offer them activity books for the kids, and some took them and some didn't. There's no point in arguing about it. That was just the way it was. We still gave out almost 50 of those activity books. But there's a warning for Christians here. Knowledge is worth having. But knowledge won't give you absolute answers to everything. We want certainty. We like foolproof plans in an uncertain world, but we don't get it. Instead, God has given us knowledge for purpose and for direction, as a compass on the journey through life. The life that God draws us to, toward the incoming reign of God. Bread, that staple of life, remains Jesus, the bread that you're seeking. So have faith. Follow Jesus into an unknowable future. You don't even see the next step, but just follow in faith. And Jesus will get you. Step out of any certainty bubble that you might have and just follow. So, it's hard to accept a wonderful gift. After a performance of any sort, a performer finds it very difficult to receive compliments about what has just happened. You want to be humble. And so it says, "Oh, you did a wonderful job with whatever you were doing." Let's say this in the theater. Your performance was wonderful. And you might say, "Oh, no. You're too kind. Not a good thing to do, actually, because you just question the ability of that person to tell when something is good. Not the thing you want to do. Just say thank you. Accept the gift, and accept the gift from Jesus in this case. We need to learn to accept those gifts, and it does take training. It's not necessarily easily done, especially Jesus' gift, because it's so huge. We need to admit that we need it. We have to focus a little less on others and realize we each have our own needs. We each have that gaping hole in there that needs to be filled, that only the bread can fill. We have to have a willingness to receive that gift, to receive the staple of life, the faith in Jesus, the life that Jesus offers now and forever. Jesus never gets exasperated with us, though. Be assured of that. The offer doesn't get withdrawn, ever. Jesus knows that God will draw people out of their bubbles, pull them towards faith. And Jesus seeks them as they come, like the Good Shepherd, despite our human resistance. Jesus was so intent on giving this gift that he was willing to die for it on the cross, so that the world might have it. The gift calls those who are receiving it into a new life, a challenging life, a life where the certitude bubbles are forgotten. The gift is accepted, and the work that is attached to it is also accepted. There's no other gift that offers a greater reward. There's no other gift that it's offered so universally and so freely. There's no other gift that is also offered without judgment to those who come. It's a judgment-free zone, like they say at Planet Fitness. Though there's a negative judgment for those who willfully reject the gift. All hunger, all are empty, all worship something. And unfortunately, when we try to satisfy that hunger, if we don't know where to turn, if we don't know what gift we should accept, we can end up worshiping strange things. And some worshiping idols. The idols come in many forms: politics, the state we live in, the nation we live in. Be true to your school, as the Beach Boy would say. It goes in all sorts of weird directions. And it can be like a diet of nothing but birthday cake. It'll make you weak and sick and hurting if you eat nothing but that. It leads, the sickness becomes tribalism and fearfulness, an us versus them mentality, and it degenerates community, which God wants us to live in. It can lead to indifference to suffering, indifference to others, indifference to worship and to church, and can lead to hatred of others as our fear rises. So we can solve this hunger, satisfying it properly with the bread of life, with Jesus' gift, which allows us to become healthy, grow into strong communities, worship properly, be guided into meaningful lives, and to eternal life, eventually. Accepting the gift allows us strength when there's turmoil, a solid foundation when the ground shakes, literally or figuratively. It allows us to see what might not be seen if we are living in our certitude bubbles. And I had a perfect example of that just the other day. Doctors tell me you must walk half an hour every day now. All right? And because I'm not living in a certitude bubble, but I'm trying to live into the gift that Jesus had, I see this as an opportunity for a walking prayer. I see the beauty of nature on the trail that's close to us. I see the wonderful variety of people who are out in that friendly space, all walking together. Or at times I'll walk through our own neighborhood with Sherry, something we haven't done in a long time, and we'll remember family events. She reminds us we've been there 25 years now. That happened here or there as we watch children play in the neighborhood. It's a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise. Something I have to do, but it's been a reward. Meeting friends on the trail, which I didn't expect to. It's been wonderful. And it wouldn't happen if I hadn't accepted Jesus' gift. I wouldn't see the world that way. It'd be an odious burden instead. So accepting the gift that is given as it was intended, that's what we need to do. This is the gift of love and life, and it's now and forever. We need to learn from Jesus and speak to others of the gift, but don't argue with them. There's no need. God will draw them out. We need to know that the gift is offered in love and it will never be taken back. It will never be offered only if we're good enough by anyone's standards, because it comes from Jesus. And let that gift bring you boundless joy. Let's pause for a moment of silence. Amen. 2 Corinthians 8:3.